It's time. It's definitely time. I'm going to attempt. Nope, not attempt. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Ay vey. 10,000 hours in the Word. I'm not sighing because I don't want to do it. I'm sighing because I've been telling myself to do that for a month now. Actually, no, more than a month. For a while now. And it's time. But like, not tonight. Maybe not tonight. Or yes, tonight. I don't know. Well, tomorrow. Tonight. Tonight. So, our notes from Paul Washer and his video on ongoing sin. We are behind enemy lines about 16 hours a day. So, what is the battle plan? Because we are soldiers, right? We are soldiers for the Lord and we are representatives. So, what does that call for? That calls for number one. Number one, study the Word of God. Okay. Number two, pray for strength. 10,000 hours is a lot of hours, but you know what? The reason why we're doing 10,000 hours is because it is to be said that 10,000 hours is what someone needs to become a professional at something. So, I'm not saying that we're ever going to be professionals at the Word of God, or technically we can in terms of biblical knowledge, but it's more than that, which is why we have this, right? This is just a part of our battle plan. But the whole point of this 10,000 hours is to step away from the world and stop putting 10,000 hours in Netflix. And then the last one is in the fellowship of the local church without. I don't have this one, so within these 10,000 hours, my prayer is that I can find a church that doesn't celebrate Christmas, that doesn't celebrate all these other holidays that have nothing to do with Jesus, but has everything to do with wanting to save souls and wanting to teach the Bible as the Bible is. A huge point is that you can't prevent a bird from flying over your head, but you can prevent it from building a nest in your hair. This is true. If you allow a bird to build a nest in your hair, then that means that you have allowed it to get to a point where this bird is building families in your head, like generations. And we don't see that in our everyday life, right? But maybe it's because we don't see that physically with our own eyes, but people do it all the time, and I've been doing that. I'm sure that one of the birdies have gone off to college and gotten married by now. It's bad, y'all. And here we have his next point, which is to flee from temptation. Do not play with poisonous snakes because you will get bitten. And if you get bitten by a poisonous snake, that's lethal. It leads to death, right? So if we do not flee from temptation, that will lead to death. And when we are in the midst of temptation or anything, because I'm sure during these 10,000 hours, I'm going to want to give up. So I put this here, which is also a point in Paul Washer's video. Realize the goodness of God. God is so good, and we say that all the time, so let's believe it, right? He has better. Let's get a close up on that. Better. Yes. that is the 10,000 hours challenge. I've spoken enough. It is time to get started.